In today's video, we are going to be talking about the challenges that I face as a poultry farmer with the local birds that I'm having when it comes to the laying of their eggs, incubating their eggs, up to when they hatch their chicks. So guys, if you want to know more about the challenges that I face on my poultry farm, you stick around. Hello guys, welcome once again on the channel. It's Jacob, a passionate farmer as always about poultry keeping. If this is your first time on the channel, on this channel we talk about poultry farming in general. We talk about the layers, broilers, the local chicken, ducks, geese, guinea fowl, in fact any kind of poultry, you will find it on this channel. So if you have been one of the people that have been looking for channels that can teach you on how you can run a poultry farm successfully, then you're in the right area. But before, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you'll never miss out in case I upload any new video on the channel. Thanks for doing that. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the challenges that I face as a poultry farmer with the local birds that I'm having when it comes to the laying of their eggs, incubating their eggs, up to when they hatch their chicks. So guys, if you want to know more about the challenges that I face on my poultry farm, you stick around. Number one challenge is that these birds are local birds. So we are trying as much as possible to actually modernize them. In other words, we want to introduce a new life into them. One challenge that we have found out is that some of these birds find it very hard to change. Like for instance, in the morning, we were slashing this compound. I think you guys can see it is being slashed up to the ground level. Surprisingly, we found some bird laying in the bush. Let me first try to take you guys so that you can also see where it has laid. Much as we have very many laying nests inside the house, the bird decided to actually lay in the bush. So here we go. Let's first go and see where this bird has laid. This is a basin over here, plus a saucepan. We use it to collect water to give to our birds, the rainwater. Rainwater is very good for the birds. It is very perfect, as you can see. And over there, we have planted some simsim, which is doing really good. So guys, here we are. So guys, you can see that this bird decided to lay actually in the bush here. Let me first try to pick the eggs so that you can see the eggs, guys. Look at the eggs, very nice eggs. There are 4 of them inside the bush. So we can either leave them here or take them inside the poultry structure. But somebody told me that we should leave them here and they will hatch at a high percentage. So we are actually going to find something, then we cover with it so that it can continue laying right over here. And on top of that, inside here is very safe. There is no any intrusion from outside like dogs or sorts of things that can hurt these eggs over here. So we are actually going to leave them here and it will hatch from here. So that's with it. Then guys, the next challenge that we are facing actually on our poultry farm is that it is very hard to actually identify the birds which are laying or not laying. Not forgetting, these are the birds that we yesterday separated their mother from them. So guys, you can see the birds, they are really doing fine. With my experience, I was thinking that the hen which we separated from them yesterday may disturb these chicks by actually roaming around the cage. So yesterday we tied it, but around 6 I came and untied her. Then she slept up on these patches. But in the morning, it was like she even didn't have chicks. She actually totally forgot about the chicks. And as I talk right now, she is moving freely without even thinking of the chicks. She is outside eating the grass, chilling around with the big cocks. Like I was saying, it is very hard to identify the birds which are laying or not laying, unless you find them on the laying nest. Let me first try to take you inside our brooder section. You can see that we have very many eggs inside here. Let me first try to show you one. On this poultry farm, we actually number our eggs. This is because of some reasons, like this one here. It was laid on the 3rd of this month. And let me first try to pick another one at random. This one was laid on the 1st of this month as well. So these are eggs which were laid on the 1st, 2nd, and then the 3rd. The ones which are laid today, we have not yet collected them. So these are with the eggs that we are currently having on our poultry farm. And as you guys can see, these are our birds incubating our eggs. We have lots of birds. Almost our laying nests are becoming full. We have only 2 laying nests which are left. In fact, one, because this one over here is now having eggs. So we are left with one at the corner which is actually empty. So these are our birds which are incubating our eggs. These are like our breeder birds. As you guys know, breeder birds, these are birds that you actually raise in order for them to give you more chicks. So these are our breeder birds, and we really take good care of them because they are like the engine of our poultry farm. Without them, our poultry farm is nothing. Without these birds, our poultry farm will not increase the number of the birds inside it. So they are very special to us, and we also take them very special. And right over here, we do have other birds. You can see them. They are currently even incubating. This one, I think it has gone to have some feeds outside or inside the poultry structure. You can see the eggs. The eggs are quite different. And guys, you can see the eggs are very different. We have white ones, we have the yellow ones. Let me first try to get closer. So you can see we have the white one, the yellow ones. Alright, that one is also with one of the challenges that we face, and I'm going to talk about it when it comes to its time. So these are the birds incubating, and right over here we have eggs which are not yet being incubated. So they are waiting for any hen which feels like incubating so that it can come and then sit on them. And right over here we only have one egg which was laid today. Basically, that's a quick run on our brooder birds, or on our birds which are currently incubating the eggs. It's very difficult to identify that this particular bird here is the one laying, unless it is now on the laying nest or it is now incubating. Like I personally, I didn't know that this hen over here was actually laying. Not until I found her here sitting on the eggs. The next challenge is that when these birds are laying, let's put an example on this laying nest over here. Let's say that a bird comes in the morning and then lay here. After some 2 hours, another bird will come and then lay. Again, another 2 hours, another bird will come and lay, which means that very many birds will lay in one laying nest. And on top of that, this is now where the color of the eggs now come. It will be very, very difficult for you to differentiate whether this black hen or a white hen is the one which laid this particular egg. Like for instance, you can see these eggs over here. These are totally different eggs. This one over here is a bit brown, this one is white. Definitely it means that all these 2 eggs were laid by 2 different hens, but right now they are being incubated by 1 hen. So guys, that is it with the eggs. The last challenge that we are having on our poultry farm when it comes to incubating our eggs is that these birds which are incubating the eggs, they really forget about their laying nests. In other words, they forget where they were incubating the eggs. Let me first try to cite an example. In the beginning, this bird over here, that one over there, let me first try to zoom in. This bird over here was somewhere on this laying nest over here where the white bird is. In the morning, they may actually get to eat the feeds, and then when it comes to coming back on their laying nest, you will find that they forget, and sometimes the white one might come here, the black one might come also. That's actually not a big problem. Our main purpose is that these birds hatch our chicks. That's all what we want. Whether these birds change or do what, that's actually not a big problem, but it is one of the challenges that we are facing on the poultry farm. The good thing is that, let's say that this white bird over here has been sitting for her eggs for 10 days, which means that it is left with only 11 days to hatch. But this one over here, the black one, has stayed like for 15 days, meaning that this laying nest over here is only left with 11 days for it to hatch. But this one over here is left with only 6 days to hatch. Even if they switch, the eggs will still be hatched on the exact date which they were supposed to be hatched. It is not a fact that these birds will be counting inside their heads that I need to sit on my eggs for 21 days so that I can hatch them. No, these birds, even if 30 days, they will sit until the eggs are hatched, meaning that even if they switch, there is no problem there. What we want is that we want our chicks to be hatched. That's all. So guys, those are the few challenges that we are actually facing on our poultry farm. Otherwise, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. And if you find the content that I'm sending to you every day are really helping you so much in one way or the other, do me a favor as well, like the video. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you'll never miss out in case I upload any new video. See you in my next video. Bye bye.